And then we run up this way. Yeah, this is a lot of running. We have a bit of an adventure and a half here, to say the least. Definitely a bit of an adventure and a half. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people watching this stream could also be, like, from lurking in the stream. A lot of the time when there's a raid with a lot of people, there's also a lot of people lurk. I mean, there could also be plenty of people that are genuinely enjoying the Dark Souls stuff and tune in, and I sure hope so. I don't know how people are getting entertained by someone as boosted as me going around doing Shulk's backslash and all the freaking skelly bros that freaking look at me funny. So I stab them in the back. But I know that a lot of it is, you know, also people leaving a stream open and then, like, leaving it there. And, wow, I'm 69% boosted. Of course I am, huh? That chooses a random number from 0 to 100, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. My goodness. But yeah, it can be a mix of thingamabobs. Like, sometimes I'll wind up leaving a stream open on the side that I'm lurking in, only to find that, like, the stream ended a while ago and I wound up lurking in another stream. Is the case for a lot of people a lot of the time. Just say, like, I want your magic. Can I have your magic, please? But, you know, with the way things are, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if this was the top of the Dark Souls category right now. Or at least up there. Yeah, let's take all the things. Oh, I still have, like, 10k souls. How many do I need for a level up? What's the thing, Rob? Oh my lord, you had to look at the VOD and man, complete chaos. You were away and missed the entire thing. Yeah, it was certainly chaos, huh? Okay, so I still need like about 5,000 more. Now I feel a little bit bummed out that I didn't do like one more wave through the thing. Whatever. So now I think, hold on. Wait, no, back to the bonfire. We need to put on some specific magics is what we gotta do. Is what we'll do. Whoops. Let's see here. Attune magic. So, can I just like... How do I get rid of things completely? Remove. Let's completely reorganize here and figure out what we're doing. I want Fireball Fire Orb. I don't know about this combustion one. This one is, let's see here. Intense Sweat reduces flame damage. Are there even a lot of flame foes I go up against? Like, at least we have it there. Let's see here. Boost defense and resilience, but makes you exceedingly heavy and unable to move freely. Yeah, I'm not one too sure about that. I do like having some spare heals. I don't really use force. I never use seek guidance. I mean, we could always have this around in case we want it. Even though I don't use it a whole lot. And then we could just, like, have heal. Wait, are there any new miracles available at the thingamabob? There are no coincidences. Yeah, definitely the biggest Dark Souls streamer right now, Arbonia. Well, isn't that cool? Didn't you give me miracles?
Oh, Mike,
Yeah. Wait, can I not buy things right now? Miracles? Yeah. Ah, but I need more faith. I do need more faith for them, though. I can buy them, but, like... Oh, and then I can spend my souls and not feel bad about, like, potentially losing them as we go on our crazy quest and stuff. So maybe I'll do that, even though we need, like, 2 more faith for that, so I need to do that in level ups. Homework could be interesting, if I need to, like, not have to worry about spending homeward bones and yada yada. Let's just see here. Not gonna lie, watching the end of Tofu makes you realize that Twitch is more of a tight community than it seems at times. It definitely can be. Like, I have thought for a while, I've mentioned this before, but I have thought for a while about potentially going over to the dark side with freaking YouTube streaming and just, you know, doing stuff there. But, and there's several reasons for that. Like, one, there's, you know, that site actually has an algorithm for, I mean, Twitch sort of has an algorithm for the things that it recommends on the sides, but that's not really much of anything that people use, like, ever, really. YouTube discoverability is a bit easier, and my YouTube channel's, like, a freaking bazillion times bigger than my Twitch channel anyway. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who will be watching this after the fact when I upload the VODs and yada yada, because, like, I know that I have a decent audience that checks things out on YouTube that don't have Twitch, don't know much about it, or just don't want to, like, stop by things here, and it's a nice, easy to consume kind of format on YouTube that is just, like, they're available for you to do whenever. So it's a nice kind of convenient platform that a lot of people use. And, you know, it could be cool to keep all my stuff in one place to, like, continue growing the one platform instead of having my stuff distributed across other platforms. But the nice thing about Twitch streams is that you wind up meeting a lot of people through a lot of different things and making a ton of different, like, connections out there and stuff. Like, for example, basically all the streamers that I know are, like, some I have met just by, like, going around and browsing other streams or yada yada. Sometimes I'll meet new people when I get a raid from somebody that I've never heard of, for example. And I'm like, whoa, I appreciate the raid, it's nice to meet you, what were you just streaming, and yada yada, and you get to, like, networking and stuff like that. But, you know, YouTube doesn't really have any raiding or hosting or anything like that. Like, it feels a lot more everybody against each other on YouTube, whereas on Twitch it feels like it's a bit of a community and everybody just coming here to, like, enjoy playing games with one another. Yeah, it feels more focused on the community, and features like raiding and hosting help do that. I'm just gonna do this just so I have it available and then I don't have to worry about losing that many souls. But like on YouTube you don't really see that happen a whole lot. Though to be fair, a few days ago when I was streaming new Pokemon Snap on YouTube rather than Twitch, I was actually surprised when I was in the middle of one of the missions in that game, and I got a bunch of people that came into my stream saying that it was like a raid or something like that. And because there is no official like raid feature on YouTube, apparently it was just a fellow YouTube streamer that did like an unofficial raid of sorts, where it was like, even though it's not an official viewer, they still looked at other people in the category. Are you kidding me? What is this? What? Okay, where they looked at other streamers in the category, saw my channel, and were like, yeah, let's throw everybody to them, and their community like came over and were like, hey, we're stopping by here, another Pokemon Snap stream, and saying hi. And then I wound up stopping by that person's stream later and started talking and yada yada and getting to know them, and they honestly seem like pretty nice dudos and yada yada. Hello, Abumash. It's been a hot while since I've seen that name. Or how have you been? Also, why does your name look so blurry on that screen there? Is it looking like that on OBS or anything? No, it looks blurry over there. I don't know why. Nobody else's name looks blurry. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna adjust the Adobe Cam really quickly. So, like, there are cases of people like I met just a few days ago that will do, like, unofficial raids or yada yada, which I thought was really cool. And I'd never been quote-unquote raided during a YouTube stream before, and I thought that was certainly interesting. But, you know, it's not something that you see a whole lot since it's not an actual official feature of YouTube or anything like that. So, like, with YouTube, it kind of feels like there's not much of an opportunity for people to get to know one another, since all you see is, like, pre-recorded content. You can leave comments on some people's videos and stuff like that, but there's usually not that much of an opportunity to network and get to know people, like, in person here and there. Like, it doesn't really happen a whole lot. It's not like it's impossible, but on Twitch it's just a format where it's just like, oh, a streamer that you already know and like rated this other streamer, and then maybe you wind up networking with that streamer and getting to know them, and like one connection leads to another, and yada yada, all kinds of fun stuff. I appreciate the follow there, Thug Tug Reject. That's an interesting name there. My freaking OCD is gonna mess with me if I don't have full health as I get past that bit, so I'm gonna go back to the bonfire there. Like, I have met fellow YouTubers through my YouTube. It's not like it's impossible. Like I just mentioned a few days ago, this streamer I started networking with after the unofficial raid. I met Guzma through YouTube. Like, I've been watching freaking Guzma, who's now a mod here, like our newest mod to the group. I've been watching his freaking Pokemon mashups for a good while, and I've known about his channel for a good while, and he discovered my channel through my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video essay, and then wound up getting more into the channel once I started Bravely Default 2, which he was super hyped about. And then we got to talking on like Discord and stuff like that, and one thing led to another, and lo and behold, Guzma's a freaking mod around here now, and is keeping an eye out for all them troublemakers that he's gonna freaking throw a ban at a moment's no, that's a lie. Or is it? Or is it? But anyway, like Guzma I met through YouTube. Another YouTuber I met through YouTube. There was a remixer I met through YouTube, Nuzlocke, who I already knew about his channel and had watched his remixes and stuff like that, and like enjoyed his music that he did. And he wound up discovering my channel, I think also through the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video. And we got to talking there, and I think like he wound up stopping by the stream one day, and then we got to talking and yada yada. And lo and behold, it's now in a place where, like, the only commission that Nuzlocke has ever done, and he has on his channel, is actually a commission that he did for me, making a theme for a series that I really need to reboot one of these days, Creators Collide, which was a series all about every episode is games with a different content creator out there while interviewing them about their content creation journey and yada yada. I only made one episode and then it went on hold. I really need to reboot that. But the main theme for that was commissioned by Nuzlocke, who I met through YouTube, and you know, wound up discovering my channel through the PMD video when I was already like a fan of his remixes and yada yada, and one thing led to another. And oh, come on, my freaking OCD is gonna kill me if I freaking don't go through here with full health. And most recently, somebody that I started talking to, there's a lot of Pokemon remixers out there that I'm subscribed to. Like, I'm a fan of a lot of remixers on YouTube, and most of them happen to do, like, a lot of Pokemon stuff. And one of the ones that I've been listening to for many years now, Eternal Sushi, I recently got a comment from him on my Modern State of Pokemon video essay, and wound up having a little bit of a conversation in the comments about the whole thing, and he seemed to like agree with my points and say like, oh, thanks for making these arguments so that people can like see the points of view that, you know, people like you and I have, and yada yada. And I thought it was like a really cool experience, like having this remixer that I've literally been, dang it, that I've literally been a fan of for years now, wind up discovering my channel through a video that I made. I think that's crazy. So, you know, I think that if I ever get the opportunity to network more with Eternal Sushi and get to know him, I think that would be an awesome opportunity. But when I said that I was a fan of his stuff, he was like really humble about it. I was like, wow, that's so awesome to hear that like there's other YouTubers out there that listen to my stuff and my music. And it was just a really cool experience all around, I think, for both of us. Dang it! I'm not gonna get through here without taking damage. My OCD's killing me. But I thought that was a really cool opportunity. So it's not like it's impossible to network on YouTube. It does happen. But like the 3, I guess 4 if you count this freaking, you know, YouTube live raid thingamabob that happened. But the main 3 people that I've networked with have of Guzma, Nuzlocke, and I guess recently Eternal Sushi, like talking very briefly, have all been through like I was already a fan of their content, and then they discovered my content just randomly from like, you know, me making content that I guess tailored to stuff that they were interested in, and it wound up getting recommended to them. And I think that that's really cool and really crazy about how one thing led to another like that. So it's not impossible. Networking on YouTube is not impossible, but on Twitch, it just makes networking so easy because like basically all the content here, there is VODs, but nobody freaking watches VODs on Twitch most of the time. Almost all the content here is like live stuff where you can start talking and getting to know one another, and it's like, whoa, you make content too, what kind of stuff do you do? And like all kinds of fun stuff like that. Well, like if somebody I've never seen before raids me, first things I'll be asking them is like, whoa, what kind of content do you do? Like how long have you been streaming, and yada yada, because I love the opportunity to get to know other streamers out there. And I'd love the opportunity to get to know lots of other YouTubers out there, but right now I know a bazillion more Twitch streamers than I do fellow YouTubers, because it is so much easier to network on Twitch than YouTube. Like, that is definitely one big difference of the thingamabob here. Let's see here. The stuff that I will catch up on here, Twitch staff can be just a little too much. Yeah, that's also a concern sometimes. YouTube feels a bit like isolation of sorts. Both platforms have positive and negatives. This is true. But seriously, thanks for having me on the team here, Harmonia. Hey, I'm greatly appreciative that you know, are interested in being part of the team and shenanigans and stopping by and hanging out. So thanks to those video essays, you were able to meet a lot of really cool people. Should really be proud of making them, Harmonia. Yeah, sometimes I look at like the projects on my channel, and I guess, I don't know, maybe sometimes I'm not always able to accept like the full grasp of, you know, the amount of people I've been able to meet through it and how it's expanded the community. Like after my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video essay did well, that expanded the community by so much. Like so many people joined the Discord and became like regulars around there, or at least come in from time to time, always as like super wholesome people whenever I see them chatting and yada yada. And after my PMD video essay, a couple months later, on my birthday that year, people freaking banded together and like made a whole bunch of fan art for me, and it was like one of the craziest things that I've ever had happen to me in my life. Like I was overwhelmed by that happening after a whole bunch of people just wound up getting into like the whole same community here from like some stuff I threw together, and wound up enjoying the community enough, and I guess the content creator enough, despite how boosted I am, that, you know, that all would happen. My oh my. Not impossible on YouTube. I hope YouTube improves their live stream system, but how they're acting, it won't happen ever. I mean, YouTube has the potential to kill platforms like Twitch, considering that if people want to get live streamed content, they'll go to Twitch, YouTube, Mixer when it used to still be a thing, Facebook Live. I think Coffee is the name of one. I've only know that one content creator on YouTube used to stream on something that was called like Coffee or something like that. Everybody has a different live streaming platform that they go to for their live streamed content that they want to consume. But where do people go when they want to watch videos? YouTube. Everyone goes to YouTube. Nobody goes to freaking Twitch to go discover new videos for the day. Like, they'll go to Twitch if they want to see, like, a VOD of a stream that they missed from a creator that they like. But nobody goes to Twitch to, like, search for VODs and freaking, you know, find videos and find new creators out there. People do that on YouTube. So, on YouTube, people already have this platform anyway. Everybody who's on Twitch is on YouTube. Everybody who's on Facebook Live is already on YouTube. Everybody who used to be on Mixer was already on YouTube. Like, this is a common platform that everybody shares anyway. So while Twitch is a platform that, dang it, that not everybody shares, YouTube is one that everybody does share because of pre-recorded content anyway. So I feel like YouTube very much has the potential to kill platforms like Twitch just because it's a thing that everybody's already on anyway. But I don't know if YouTube will ever freaking flush out their live streaming service and make it like a whole main thing about the platform. Like, right now it's still in a state where it's like such a niche thing that like people don't really consider at all when they think about YouTube. Like, if YouTube actually flushed it out and made it like a main kind of thing about the platform, like, it could absolutely kill the other platforms. But as it is right now, it just feels like very bare bones and, you know, like it's just live streaming there for the sake of having live streaming there. But if they actually flush it out to make it like, you know, a crazy dedicated streaming platform, I honestly think that YouTube would kill the other live streaming platforms. I honestly believe that. But I don't know if that day is ever gonna come because YouTube doesn't seem that interested in doing that. And I don't know why. It would make them freaking so much money. And I don't know if Google's ever really shied away from making money before, but I don't know why they haven't committed to doing that. Quite frankly, like, I'm quite perplexed. But yeah, you also prefer watching the highlights than a whole VOD and such. And hello, Mortis, you always make progress when you're not here. Yeah, some things happened. The main reason that we hopped into Dark Souls today is because this is when Shuck started. And we tried out some co-op with her and stuff. And it just kind of happened. And one thing kind of led to another, and now we're just continuing to do some stuff. Don't you dare. What's the way down again? This was like the way back up, I think. Doesn't this way lead to the thingamabob? Hold on. There was a thingamabob over here that led to the bonfire that was over here. We're gonna make our way back to Blighttown. Yeah, it was over here and stuff like that. But yeah, and now you'll officially be on Twitch soon too. So you're for sure gonna actually get into like proper streaming as well then, Guzma? Well, if you're looking for, if you're looking for moderators around, I already appreciate you as a freaking moderator around here. And if you start freaking becoming a Twitch streamer as well, let me know and I can stop by and help out when I can if... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Stop. But yeah, and YouTube has a lot of restrictions. Yeah. Don't know why such heavy demonetization is still on regular YouTube after the whole 4Kids scandal. The whole 4Kids scandal was a freaking mess and a half, to say the least, about stuff going on YouTube. But yeah, Twitch is your go-to for streams and YouTube is your go-to for pre-recorded videos. Yeah, like, I think there's probably very, very few people out there that have a go-to for pre-recorded videos that isn't YouTube. But when it comes to people's go-to for live streams, if they are even into live stream content, it can be YouTube, it can be Twitch, it can be Facebook Live, it can be all kinds of things, you know? The slimes are great enemies to farm. What, did they give me good stuff or something like that? But yeah, I appreciate that, Guzma, and I'd be sure to try and help out. Dang it! Now I'm gonna go heal, because freaking OCD. If I get cursed on the way back down to Blighttown, I'm gonna freaking rage quit. No, I probably won't, but, I'll consider it, though. Let's see here. They drop large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards? Oh. 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 That's a wall. Oh, come on! Dang it, I want full health. But yeah, I might have to head off soon. Gotta head over to your family's house and spend the entire day fishing with them. Haven't gotten any sleep yet, though. But hoping you get at least an hour or two. Did you destroy your sleep hanging out with the shenanigans here, Guzma? I'm so sorry if my stream has been freaking keeping you up here. I do hope that you managed to get some good sleep, though. Should I actually farm off some of these guys? Do they even want to drop down? Nah, I don't know. Okay, what was the way down to Blighttown again? I need to remember and such. I need to remember what the way down again was. I think it was through this way. Use fire to kill the slimes? I could definitely try. I don't know if I particularly want to farm them right now. But yeah, when there's a raid of 1,000 people and you're the only moderator, then of course you had to stay here. Just in case Tofu was bringing any of his freaking toxic nerds and his freaking incredibly toxic community. I've been around that. Well, I haven't been around there in a good while, but I know the shenanigans that can happen. There's never any toxic shenanigans, really. The only time I ever saw any toxic stuff there was typically when people came in that were just like really pissy about games, but that happens like no matter what Dead by Daylight streamer you are. That just happens when you stream Dead by Daylight. Where do I go for the freaking thingamabob? But yeah, I wasn't too worried about stuff there because like it has been a while since I've been around there. Like maybe one of these days it's a stream. I mean, I do lurk there sometimes to this day. I haven't been like active in chatting here and there for a while. I also still, you want to know where I get most of my freaking memes for Dead by Daylight? Since I always post a meme whenever I go live with whatever game because, you know, they're funny and yada yada. The place where I honestly get most of my Dead by Daylight memes for going live with DBD is honestly the memes channel in Tofu's Discord. That's like the only channel that I literally have it on a list of freaking Discord channels that I keep around for like places that I know I can get some good memes from, and I freaking consistently yoink memes from Tofu's memes channel to this day. So I'm sure if anybody that was like a regular in Tofu's community and was like, what, on top of seeing what stuff was in that memes channel and went to, you know, like my Twitter page to see every time I posted that I went live, they'd see a lot of things that they've already seen before in Tofu's memes channel. Dang it, I literally don't know what the way down is, and now I kind of want to heal and stuff like that. Hey! My goodness. But yeah, let's see here. Tofu's absolute gamer. This is true to say the least. And I mean, when Hey! Like, when I first found out about Twitch, the first streams I started going around to were DBD streams, seeing like what Twitch is all about and what DBD is all about. Did I even own DBD back when I first started checking out streams? I think I did, and I wanted to see how like some other people played, I think is what was going on. And that's, dang it, how I found him freaking 3,000 years ago, back when DBD was still a new game and there weren't actually a ton of people streaming it. Like, there was a decent amount. It's not like the freaking oversaturated insanity is nowadays. But it was seeing his freaking streams and all his wacky shenanigans that kind of, I don't know, gave me the urge to try and, you know, try out streaming, I guess. Like, you could say that was one of my big inspirations for getting into streaming and such. Billy redeemed time yourself out for 10 minutes. Time me out. My goodness. Well, timed out by Guzma for 600 seconds. See you in 10 minutes, Billy. Enjoy the 10-minute timeout. Where am I going again? Where am I going here? Congrats. You got the 10-minute timeout. Hey! Oh, I actually didn't get hit by that box rat for once. But anyway, seeing the shenanigans going on there is honestly what inspired me to start streaming in a way. It was one of the key inspirations, to say the least. Oh, that takes off a decent bit of my... Don't. That actually comes to life now. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. What is the way down again? I need to remember the way down again. If you curse me, I'm gonna lose my mind. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. This is not fine. Oh, I thought I was dead, so I put my controller down for a second. So it's somewhat... Thanks, Obama. It's some way down there and such. Hello, Benchmade. Go right, you keep following the path, you'll eventually get to Blighttown. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I'm gonna have to reread that, and I'll keep it in mind. Hold on, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, that was one of the big inspirations for me getting into streaming, and I started out streaming forever ago doing mostly Smash 4 viewer games, which I've told the story of that before. I had to eventually distance myself away from it because I kind of got stressed out by Smash 4 viewer games because people only stopped by because they wanted to play games against me. And I mean, there wasn't exactly a ton of other Jigglypuff players on the platform that people could play against. So, you know, it wasn't exactly super common what I was doing there. Actually, I'm gonna take that, hold on. As long as you don't breathe in the gecko sewer breath, I'm actually gonna let this guy kill me. I'm gonna reread the thing, go right and keep following the path, you'll eventually get to Blighttown. So, yeah, it's gonna still be down that way. I'm just gonna let him kill me, whatever. Actually, wait, I just realized I had a bunch of souls and stuff, didn't I? And like a couple humanity. I can't actually let him kill me. This was a bad idea in hindsight. Now I'm poisoned for a good while because I let that happen. Whoops. But yeah. As long as you don't breathe into the sewer gecko's mooring breath, you won't get cursed. Yeah, we needed a freaking mooring stone. Or a purging stone, whatever the heck. Oh, we got a humanity from that. That's pretty hype. But yeah, I started out streaming largely from inspiration that I got from seeing Tofu streams back then. And a lot of the things that I wound up saying, like, when I was streaming early on, and things that have lasted, like, until today, in terms of stuff that I say, is stuff that I freaking picked up from seeing Tofu do it. Like, in case anybody wonders why I say nerd so much and call everybody a nerd, it's because of Tofu, is a thing. I never called anybody a nerd before watching his streams. But now, I freaking can't stop it. Oh, no! Don't. Now it's like a freaking addiction. If you don't, you dare. Don't you dare! Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Don't. Oh my goodness, that scared me. That actually really scared me. That really... No! 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 Don't! Oh, thank goodness. Oh, a mini heart attack there for a hot second. But yeah, like, for example, me calling freaking everybody a nerd. I picked that up from Otofu. And that's something that has just stuck around with me for the past 3 years that I've been a content creator now, is the thing. What? Come on. My goodness. Like, I was somebody who freaking grew up picking up a lot of things from, like, friends around me or people at, like, school or whatever. So, when it came to, like, you know, finding different channels that I got into that were streamers, you know, it was kind of a similar deal where, you know, there were some that left that kind of impression on me where I wind up picking up a lot of stuff. So, the reason why I freaking call everybody a freaking nerd all the time was picked up from Otofu streams. So the more you know. But yeah, let's see here. But yeah, let's see here. Fun fact about getting cursed, your petrified statue shows up in other people's worlds? That's interesting, isn't it? Was this the way down? I think that was like the way down to Black Town. Maybe. I don't quite remember. So these guys apparently have good drops, is what I'm hearing. And yada yada. Glug glug, Sunny D for me. I'm not getting any drops here. I guess it's just if it drops and stuff. They can drop some good stuff. That's probably all it is. I should probably use lock on more. That's what I should probably do. But yeah, so all those statues are literally all other people. I didn't even notice any statues, quite frankly. I frankly wasn't even paying enough attention. Okay, this was the way down. We just gotta make it past the patrol, the freaking goon squad out here. Make it back to that bonfire to set our checkpoint. And then we'll be able to explore around Blighttown with a checkpoint there without freaking being cursed. It was a long journey to get... It's been an insanely long journey. That was like an hour of going around, alleviating my curse, and then coming back here. It's been a long journey. Season 2... Oh, that's the stuff about Guzma and fish and yada yada. Sorry. I thought that was something that had to do with stuff I was doing here. Oh, can I drop down there? I shouldn't try right now. I should not try right now. Now is not the time to try. Excuse me. Are you smashing pots? Oh, I should pull out my freaking Black Knight, whatever the hell. I forget what it's called. Halberd. Black Knight Halberd. That thing. I should pull that thing out. Crap! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This guy's pursuing, really? Glug glug. Glug glug. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Toxic! That didn't go well. Thanks, Obama. That did not go well at all. I honestly forget where the bonfire is, but I think I know the way now. But yeah, Blighttown is the hardest area in the early game. I love how I have like 10 or 15 hours or something like that in this game now. It's still considered early game. Oh, come on! Now it's gonna screw with my OCD. I'm going back to the fire and stuff. My oh my. All enemies in Dark Souls pursue like an addict does his next fix. It sure seems like a lot of the time, doesn't it? You wanna not? Cool. Go right, and then we just keep going, and hopefully I don't lose my stuff, because there's a couple of humanity in that stuff, and I can use that to, you know, upgrade the bonfire without spending more humanity in my inventory. So if I can do that, that would be great. I'm on to you. I'm on to you now. screwed with me enough times. I'm gonna start locking on to these guys. You've screwed with me enough, quite frankly. I'm having none of it. Stream froze for you a bit. It looks like the frames should be fine, so I guess it's just something on that end. Don't. I hate you so much. You have no idea. Now my least favorite enemies in the game with that stupid curse thingamabob. Yeah, once you ring the second bell, you're in mid-game, then after the big gold place, it's the end game? There's gotta be a big gold place. Another way to blight through the Alley of the Drakes, which is your Firelink Shrine. I think that I started going that way, and I had a bunch of people in chat at the time tell me that I was like the back entrance to Blight Town. Dang it. If I recall. So it's something I've at least seen before. Okay. Okay. Pillage body? Humanity, sweet! I will glad. I don't know why the rats drop humanity, but like, I'll take it. Cool. Cool, man.